Whoa, 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 whoa. I think the government of the United States is losing their mind. Straight up. They're losing their mind. Because now they just set up like four bases in the Philippines. Four bases. And they're going to give Australia the submarine, nuclear weapon submarine. So who they going to be fighting? That is my question. Who are these people going to be fighting? Who the alliance is going to be fighting? Come on, no, you got to have somebody to fight. Iran, India, China, Iraq, sorry, Russia. Those are the big countries that the alliance have to be fighting. They're not going to fight in no other small little island. Because all the European countries are into the alliance with America and Canada. Or you can say North America. But who are they going to fight? And where is this God to stop this fighting? Because mankind is getting killed for no reason most of the time. Just like in Ukraine. There's a lot of people get killed that were not involved in any fighting. Boys and girls. So where is this God? Where is he? Can't answer me. I know you can. Because all these destruction that is taking place with earthquakes, tornado, volcano, rough sea at storm, rough storm at sea. And the God is not doing anything. Huh? The God is not doing anything. And by the God is not doing anything, we still have a lot of problems. Do you think there's a man named God and he just fold his hand and close his eyes and not doing anything? Or do you think there's a man named God and he's just flying around with his wing or just moving around on his jet plane and just looking over all the destruction? What do you think? Or you think there's a man named God and he's just sleeping? Because the Bible said God rests on the seventh day. And he's been resting since the 7 days. So when was it? Or you think it's something somebody made up to fool the mind of the people? So the people cannot get their full understanding of nature on the contents within nature. Talk to me, what do you think? Or do you think the men should live as the beasts live? Because the beasts in the pasture, according to their coin, they don't fight amongst themselves. And occasionally, they fight among themselves. Or the beasts in the wild, according to their kind, they don't fight amongst themselves once in a while. But we, the man, we continuously fighting. And we do not know the reason why man is fighting all the time. He's not fighting for the land. Not most of the time. Is he fighting over grievances? Are he fighting for the food? What do man is fighting for? He's fighting over religion. The Muslim is fighting the Christian. The Christian is fighting the Muslim. The Catholic is fighting the Muslim. And the Muslim is fighting the Catholic. They're not fighting to divide up the land. No. They don't want to do such thing. They want the land to be there so it can be for government land. Or it can be there for the public land. So the people cannot be independent. Have their own cattle and raise their own food. So by they don't have their own land, they have to go and get apartment for renting. So the money go back into the apartment. If you have your own land, you build a hut in it. Because it's your shelter. Doesn't matter what it is. And you put stone together, it's your shelter. It don't have to be fancy. If you want it, make it fancy, it's up to you. So you're sleeping into the cardboard bags, it's your shelter. Hello? Nature doesn't provide you any shelter. Talk to me. When nature brought you forth in existence, there was no shelter for you. You was in the wilderness. But guess what? You get witty, and you take the straws, and you take the stones, and you make shelter. Remember, the black men take the straws, and he take the wood, and he take the stones, and he make shelter. From what? From the cold. Because every place is cold, certain time. Because the element filled with cold. And did you know water come from cold? Water are not from heat. Water come from cold. So we have water abundantly. And we have land abundantly. And we were smart enough to dam the stream, which we call river, and make the water abundantly. We were smart enough to dig into the ground and take out the gold to make jewelry. We were smart enough to take the diamond out of the ground and we were the first people that did that. We were the first people to make shelter. We learned from the birds, we learned from the dog, we learned from the fox, we learn from the rabbit, because they make their own den. We learn to eat fruit from the birds. So we are not smarter than the creatures. They have their own way of doing things, and we have our own way of doing things. What I'm saying to you, black men, once you wake up and get the understanding of nature, you will understand all things. Do you know the animal does not eat the poisonous leaf? They have to make a mistake once in a while. Do you know the nightshade is poison? And the animal doesn't eat it in a certain time. Neither the caterpillars, neither the other worms. But if you give it to a man, or he go and pick it himself, he don't know the time it's not poisonous. And he will eat it and get himself poisoned. Hello? So you're not smarter than the bees. They make their own den and we make our own shelter. The birds make their own nest to have their babies, and we make our own home to have our babies. Into it, the home. They make what they want for themselves, and we make what we want for ourselves. And that's how it is in nature. But if you cannot understand, I can't help you with nothing, brother man. Because I'm just talking from myself. I utter from myself. And what I utter from myself, I love what I utter from myself. And if you cannot understand that, it's too bad. Peace, I'm out of here.